Hey everyone, welcome back. This is Kiganax and you're on my channel. So, today, as you can see, this is all about Expedition 33. And to be honest, let's just jump straight into the review. But, one thing about this game has taken the world by storm. Almost like Black with Wukong, but I would say even better. Considering the fact that this game was created, it's an indie game in a sense. I'm gonna say it's an indie game, but it's at such a great level. Nobody can deny it. I mean, it is a really good game. I've seen the gameplay. I haven't played it myself. Okay, I've seen the gameplay, and I think it is fantastic. I've heard the music. I think the music is fantastic. I think the graphics is fantastic. I think the playability, which is the same as Final Fantasy, the turn-to-turn based style, is fantastic. To be honest, and even when you do your abilities in your turn-based style, it just looks fantastic. To be honest, okay, great storyline in terms of I love the way the characters communicate with each other. Seems a little bit too, that they kind of don't have chemistry, but that would be between a few other characters, not between um uh, these two characters, the sister and the brother, of course. Okay, I don't really know their names. Um, and it looks fantastic. It looks great. There are some cool things, especially with Monoko and the rest of the characters. Fantastic. Oh man, it is good, but it has a massive flaw, and that is actually in the game, which makes it so great to play. To be honest, or makes the storyline so great, and I'm gonna say it is the fact that it is so depressing. It's so depressing. The whole game starts out depressing. You're listening to the fantastic French music and it's been played in L'été Cotois, and listen to all of that. Oh my god, that sounds so amazing. And then you find that everybody's sad because everybody's dying. Okay? And then you go on this whole expedition and everybody's sad because you find that this actually is based around an entire family, and the family is in the paint, and your characters find out they're not real. How sick is that? I mean, it's cool. Like, oh my gosh, we're actually not real. We're all just paintings. But the shit thing is, you're the one on the expedition. You're the hero. I'm playing the hero. Okay, that's the thing. So in a sense, what I'm trying to say is, even though this is probably going to be a short video. Even though Expedition 33 is such an amazing game, as you can see with the playability and everything, it's a bad game. It's a good bad game. Good play, good graphics, fantastic. I love the way the thing's going on. Oh, it just looks great, but the story doesn't allow me to feel that all this hard work that I put into the game and the hours I sat there is rewarding. Because in the story of the game, at the end of the game, guess what you find out? You defeat the paintress. There's basically two endings, right? But basically, you defeat the paintress, and then the whole world just disappears. The whole painting. So what you did was you basically fought tooth and nail to kill everyone. So as the player who's playing the hero, you don't get the satisfaction of actually winning and your character surviving and living happily ever after with the other characters. Even though at the ending they show the prologue of year 49 and before and just after that, it's still not that great. You're just embellishing on the story, saying that, oh no, the story will continue because the family of painters and paintresses are still alive. But that means nothing when the characters you played are gone. That's the thing that I don't like about this particular game. Beautiful game. Beautiful, to be honest. The music just, it hits me. It hits me. But you made everything depressing. And at the same time, you killed you killed all the characters. Literally, in the painting world, in the canvas, you killed all the characters. And I think that's where the game lacks, because you pushed for a great storyline. You need to understand that in order to have anything that's good, a good series, film, music, and even game, there needs to be a combination of everything. You shouldn't go too much on certain things, okay? The music, because it was too depressing, you should have gone like 50% or 60% of the music, you put 80% into it, okay? You have the game, you put a lovely 70%, I'm gonna say, into the game, which makes it fantastic, okay? 70, like if you went 100, we're talking about something else. I can't think of a game that you would say like, whoa, this is 100 gaming in here. No. Okay, let's change the standpoint. 100, okay? You put 100 into the music, but instead they went 120 and it became so depressing every single time. They put 100% into the game. That is what makes the game great. It's 100% awesome, okay? They put 120 into the storyline. That extra 20% decided for them to make everything depressing. And yeah, how about we just have the entire canvas and everybody, all the characters die? That 20% we didn't need, okay? You could have just left it at the part where, like, they defeated the Pinterest and they all get to go home together. He reads a letter, verse, blah blah blah. I love you so much, thank you, blah, goodbye. It could have just been like that, and everybody lives happily ever after. Or you could have even made it everybody that died comes back. Then you could actually have like a sequel, you know, Expedition whatever, Afterlife. Everybody's back and everybody's trying to, get back together and all of that stuff. But some people have aged compared to those people that have already left. Now they see their kids and, oh, you've grown up so much, and they've been apart for so many years. They have to like rekindle the relationships. Could have been something like that, but no, everybody dies. So Expedition 33 is a very good example of people putting in a lot of good work, to be honest, and that is true. It was a lot of good work, and the storyline was good, but you made it depressing. You could have, in a world that we live in right now, you could have shied away from the depression. You could have like toned it back literally 50%. Okay, you could have had like 50% depression, because what's the point? You think you want me to tell my buddy like, yo dude, this game is fantastic, this game is cool, I know this dude might just commit suicide one day because he doesn't have a girlfriend and is so depressed, and I tell him go play Expedition 33? What do you think's gonna happen at the end of the game when he sees what happens to the entire canvas? He might just get that idea like, yeah, I'm gonna delete myself. Do you think that's worthy? Do you think you want to make a game that is so depressing and you're going to sell it to everybody out there and teenagers and there's people who are depressed? Does it seem... Why would you want them to still be stuck in that world? Now play a game, dedicate literally 7 hours, actually not 7 hours, dedicate literally like almost 100 hours just to be depressed. It's lame. Why? Why would you do that? You could have had a little bit of depression. You could have made things a little bit more light. It would have made a fun game. I mean, everybody loves God of War. God of War didn't have any emotion besides revenge and kicking ass. Two things. Revenge, kick ass, and we loved it. You could have had something similar, okay? Not similar to God of War, but I'm saying something a lot less dark, okay? Something a lot more light. Could have been a massively happy ending. Didn't have to be depressing, because it's not a game. I would only recommend the game because such great play, such great graphics, and it's got a good storyline, but not because of the feel it gives you, which, to be honest, is a very important part of playing a game. The feel of being successful and winning, and not leading your characters to their own death. Anyway, that's what I actually have to say about the game. Truth to be told, if I were to rate this game between 1 and 10, I'm going to give it a 7. And to be honest, I would love to give it a lot more because of what I can see right here. But I'm sorry, man, you wrecked the rest. That's why I'm bumping it down to 7. I would have definitely given between like an 8 or 8.5 because it's really good, but I'm taking the 1.5 away and you get a 7. So you're basically on average with all the other games. But anyway, that's enough from me, guys. I'll catch you again next time. And stay safe. Don't be depressed. Be happy.